So, hello everybody. This is Choose KLAIPŽDA podcast, English version this time. We're going to talk to a very interesting person today, Marina. She's going to introduce herself real quick. But before that, I just want to make a quick note. This is recorded on the December 9th, on the day when the event that we're going to talk about later is happening. And you are watching this on the 10th, so make note of that, viewers and listeners. So, Marina, very nice to see you here. We finally made this happen. After a few attempts. So please tell me about yourself. Who are you? What are you doing here in KLAIPŽDA? Everything.
Labas everybody. Hello, Marius. So I'm Marina Harutyunyan. I'm from Armenia and I'm living in Lithuania, KLAIPŽDA for 3 years already. And this is actually my 4th year. How it happened that I ended up in KLAIPŽDA is I was applying to various universities, and the place where I was taking my exam, they just sent my scores to different universities. And then one day I got a call from LCC where I study, and they told that we're interested in accepting you. So can you send the application and stuff? I did it. And I was pretty curious of coming to Lithuania because that is a country that I barely heard of. It was only in history books or some news, but very, very randomly. And so I got accepted and then I came to Lithuania. And then year by year, I can say that I fall in love with this city and country as a whole.
Yeah, so you said you came to KLAIPŽDA because of LCC, right? So now you're living here for a longer time, and from what I understand, you're going to probably stay a longer time in KLAIPŽDA. So why is this city exactly for you?
I don't know exactly if I will stay or not, because this is my last year at the university and there are some other factors that I need to take into account when deciding what to do. But in a good scenario, yeah, of course, I would love to stay here because I really like, especially KLAIPŽDA with the sea and coziness, and the city has some kind of a warmth, even though it's, as we all see, it's pretty cold and kind of an empty. Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, a lot of people say they like KLAIPŽDA because it's, I guess, in Lithuania a relatively large city. I guess 100,000+ people living, and they also like it because it's pretty calm. It's pretty like chilled down. Because when you go to Vilnius, there's everything is happening all the time. Like people are walking around and stuff. So I guess you can sort of reach for a career in KLAIPŽDA as well. It's just like a more chill, calmer environment.
That's true.
Compared to other cities. So you mentioned that you like the sea, right? So it's probably one of the KLAIPŽDA's most prized possessions.
Yeah, exactly. Especially I do water sports, such as windsurfing, and I started surfing here.
Oh, really?
So that's just a plus that there is a sea.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you like about KLAIPŽDA apart from the sea? Because that's usually when people come from all over Lithuania, they come here for the sea. But anything else you like about KLAIPŽDA?
Yeah. About KLAIPŽDA, I also like its, as I've said before, coziness.
Yeah.
And also little statues in the city center. And also what I really like, and I see it in the past 2 years, I would say, it's huge potential and how actually people working on making KLAIPŽDA a better place to live, full of opportunities and a welcoming place.
Yeah, for example, Choose KLAIPŽDA is doing that as well, right?
Exactly, yeah.
We love this city. I mean, I love this city as well, but there has to be something that you would like to sort of improve on. Like, what is KLAIPŽDA missing? What do you think?
I would answer to this question from the perspective of an international student, first of all. First thing that is missing is places for students and in general for youth to hang out, because what we see, it's mainly coffee shops and I will say this is not enough because it's not only about coffee shops and going there and sitting. It is missing lots of cultural and places like museums, uh, cultural events. What can I also say?
Does
Yeah,
Klaipėda feel like it's friendly to foreign students, for example?
uh, that's a very tricky question because for me, yes, I've never encountered any problems with not being welcomed by Lithuanians or something like that. But from my friends, I've heard lots of stories that they're not welcomed, even to the extent that the they were thinking that they were being sometimes discriminated.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like not being allowed to enter some places or
Oh really?
hearing some. Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting. Um, yeah, I heard some stories about that too. I'd never heard that somebody didn't get allowed to enter someplace though. But yeah, that's not very cool, I guess you could say. So compared to where you're from, your country, and Lithuania, what are the main differences that you noticed? Was there some sort of a cultural shock when you came in here, or anything like that?
uh, well, I'm from Armenia,
Yeah.
from the capital city Yerevan, and I was always used to big cities because when I was a child, I also lived in Canada, in Montreal and Toronto,
No.
and that
Okay.
was also a big city.
Yeah.
And I was used to that rush, to rush hours, to big city lives. When I came here for the first time, my shock was that it's very calm. And I was always missing that sound, like beep sounds, people shouting and going. Uh, but from the differences, I would say Lithuania and Armenia are really different, both people and country as well. But I will start with people. For Armenians are warmer and they love that huge gatherings. They always need some people around. And even when you walk outside in Armenia, you'll see lots of people who work in groups. Like you randomly see people who are alone, just working or rushing somewhere and stuff. And well, histories are very different.
Yeah.
Uh, I would also say that infrastructure is also different, but I don't know Lithuania's infrastructure very well, so I cannot really comment on that. Uh, And also, one thing that we also joke a lot with Armenian students who are living here is that Armenia is mountainous, and when you walk, you always climb up and go down. And when we came to Lithuania, it was like we're walking, and we were feeling that something is really missing, and it was
Yeah.
the flatness. Yeah.
It's pretty
So,
flat. Yeah. So Armenia has mountains, right? Lithuania has plains, like
yeah.
just
And
plains.
also cuisine. Like Armenians love eating, and we have lots of meat and bread things. And cuisine is a huge thing for Armenians, which I don't really notice in Lithuania.
Yeah, I guess we have our own cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you tried anything, but for example, what we call cepelinai.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
šaltibarščiai, the pink soup. Have you tried that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's some I guess weird stuff, but we have some things. I noticed a lot of them are like potato based though. That's
Yeah,
kind of weird.
yeah.
And as far as people go, from what I noticed, Armenia is like a warm country, right? It's like
Yeah.
there are no winters unless you're in the mountains, I think, more or less.
No, there are winters. We have all
Oh,
the 4 seasons,
okay. So I
but it
think,
lasts for 3 months maximum.
but I think Armenia is like more like to the south, right?
Yep.
And I
Mm-hmm.
noticed, for example, Italians, Spanish people are always, because they live in this warm climate, they're always more like, more like social, I guess, more
Mm-hmm.
warmer. And when you start going up, the more north you go, the people are colder and colder. It's like Lithuanians, yeah, they're pretty like not so warm. But when you go even up further, like Finland, for example, people are really respecting like each other's personal spaces and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's like introverts live in the north, and like yeah, and extroverts live in the south. That's pretty much what I noticed. Because when I went to Greece, also it's a warm country. People are hugging and like
Yeah.
doing all this stuff with people they don't know, which was kind of interesting to me. But you know, I'm not against it. It's just it's so different. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty interesting. Also, maybe you mentioned this, but can you say again, what are you studying right now? What's the subject?
I'm studying international business administration and marketing.
Oh, okay. So you're studying LCC. Uh, do you think it provides you with the like good study quality in that field?
Yeah, I would say it does provide with a good quality. And we have lots of professors who also work in the field, so we also get practical knowledge of it. And mm, yeah, it provides both good quality education and also lots of opportunities and
And
experience.
and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think most of the lecturers are not Lithuanian, right? They're probably foreigners, or
Um,
they just speak English.
I would say most of them are foreigners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And for example, if your friend wants to study the same thing and wants to go, abroad,
Mhm.
would you recommend going to Lithuania, Klaipėda?
Oh, yeah, I would definitely recommend.
You would, right?
Yeah.
Because of the sea, right?
Not only the whole country.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we can talk about the event, the Social Entrepreneurship Cycle. That's kind of a complicated name a little bit, but yeah. What can you tell us and me about this event? Because I don't really know anything about it. I guess from the name I could sort of tell what it's about, but yeah, what is the event about? What can people see there, and what can people gain from this event?
Okay. So, Social Entrepreneurship Cycle event is organized by LCC with Just KLAIPėDA. And basically, the aim of the whole event is to talk about social businesses worldwide and both in Lithuania, and to let the participants gain experience and know more what is it about, how it works. Also, see real life examples, mainly from Lithuanian case, but there are some worldwide cases as well, like how they work, success failure stories, and it actually starts today. So if you're watching, and it will go on for the next 2 weeks as well. So please join because you will learn lots of things about like knowledge about social businesses, social entrepreneurship. And the most interesting part is that there will be workshops where the participants themselves will be able to brainstorm on some issues faced by the social business examples that the speakers will represent. Also, after brainstorming, they will also have chances to solve and find some better ways to get out of that situations. So it will be like a real life example.
So how long is the event going to happen for a full day, a few days?
So it is going to happen on 9th of December, 16th and 22nd of December. And it is going to last for 2 hours each day.
Okay.
And it is going to be streamed online.
It's online, so you can't go and see the speakers, right?
Unfortunately, it's
Yeah,
Corona time.
yeah. But I guess it's kind of a plus as well, because some people don't go to events because they have to go somewhere. So you know, in this case, they can just click on the link and that's it. They're in.
Oh yeah, win-win situation.
Yeah. So basically, in these 2 hours, is it just going to be like a speaking event? Somebody's going to talk, or is there some sort of a program involved as well?
There is some sort of a program involved because in the beginning we'll talk about what social business is worldwide, and then we'll talk what is it in Lithuania and how it looks like. And everything will be followed by a panel discussion with panelists who work in that field, who own some social business or part of a social business. And then those panelists will talk about their real life examples, their examples from their businesses, and we'll also tell success business stories, and we'll also tell how they see it.
Okay, and what would you say is the event's main goal?
I would say the event's main goal is to give knowledge about it and to also raise awareness how important is it, and also for participants it will be a really good experience and a chance to get to know lots of people, because it's international and they'll not only know, there won't be only Lithuanian participants, there will be participants from all over the world.
So, from what I understand, these speakers are going to talk about more or less about their success stories, right? Is there going to be as well like how to start your own business, like for young people, something like that?
I would say from what they tell, participants will be able to get some knowledge of how to start, what to do to prevent further and problems in the field or so. Or in the same way, they will also talk about their success stories. So that can also be a game for them.
Okay. Will you be talking?
No, I'm in the organizing team.
Organizing. So these people who are going to be in the panel, are they from foreign? They're from foreign countries, right? Not from Lithuania.
They're from Lithuania.
Oh, they are.
And
Okay.
some of them are foreigners.
So they're going to speak in Lithuanian or English?
So the first two events are going to be in English, but the last event, which is on 22nd of December, it is going to be in Lithuanian.
Okay. So it's just one more time, remind people, what is this event? When is it going to happen? Like days and hours, if you can. One more time.
So Social Entrepreneurship Cycle, it is going to it is starting today at 3:00, and it will last till 5:30. Then we'll have it on December 16th, again 3:00, and on December 22nd, which will be in Lithuanian. And during the event, they'll know about social businesses, what are they worldwide and both in Lithuania, how they work. Also, we'll get the chance to listen to panelists talking from their perspective, how they see the term and their own experience in the field, and also their success and failure stories, which will be followed by a workshop where participants will use all their knowledge to help the social entrepreneurs who will be talking there, the panelists, to solve some issues that they face.
Okay, so thanks for the information. If I can, I'll definitely join. Is there some sort of a registration that you have to do before coming to this panel?
Yeah, there is a registration,
Okay.
and there is an event on Facebook in Choose KLAIPėDA page. So the registration, the links are all there. But it also will be live streamed, and it will be live streamed on Choose KLAIPėDA page, class page, and also LCC page.
So basically, anybody who follows these pages can join in and see the conversation, right?
Yep. Well, the difference will be if they join through live, they won't be able to participate in the workshops, because for the workshop we'll need to send the links and email and everything. Okay.
Thanks, Marina, for the information. Basically, I just want to do one more thing, which is the most exciting thing for me. Basically, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and they're like two variants, like either this or this, and you have to pick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a pop quiz, I guess. And then I guess why you picked that sort of thing. So, okay. I've got 5 questions for you. This is sort of like I'm kind of trying to make this into like a a thing for the podcast, but so far only I have been doing this and Toma. So I don't know if it will catch up. Okay, so
Let's see.
walking or bicycle?
Walking.
Walking. Okay, that's interesting to me because everybody picks walking.
Um, I would say walking because you can walk whenever you want, and no matter the weather conditions, no matter where you are. And also personally for me, I had a bicycle crash,
Oh, I
which
see.
I was recovering for a very long time. That's
Oh,
why
yeah,
I'd prefer walking.
yeah. Also, I noticed like the slower your traveling is, the more you see, right? Because when you're walking, for example, in a forest, you see everything. If you're riding a bicycle in the forest, you kind of see everything, but not really. And if you go
Yeah,
up like in the sky, the fastest way to travel, the plane, you basically don't see anything. Like you just,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah. So the slower the go, the more you see, I guess. Yeah. So
Yep.
I have some. I like walking, but my legs start hurting really quick.
Oh,
Yeah, but I still really enjoy it. I sometimes do like 10, 15 kilometers of walking because it's just really nice sometimes. Okay.
yeah, that's really.
Yeah.
And it's also a way of, I would say, meditation because you just walk, you just get distracted of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Especially if it's a nice day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. TV or YouTube?
Uh, YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. It's way more information on YouTube
Yeah,
than TV.
exactly.
Yeah. I guess TV is like an easier way because you just turn it on and that's it. On YouTube, you sort of have to look for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely more information on YouTube.
But
Uh,
once you find everything you watch on
yeah,
YouTube, it's already the same thing as TV.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And also most of the things that are like on television, you can find on YouTube anyway. So yeah,
Yeah.
just have to look for it. Uh, intelligence or talent?
Oh, this is a hard question.
Yeah, it is.
Intelligence.
Yeah, intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because talent is not really, yeah, you work hard to be considered a talent, but it is something that you already had within yourself. And intelligence is something that you can definitely work on yourself and get to that point.
Yeah, it's like this one guy said, intelligent people, yeah, they work hard, they achieve, and talented people just sit there, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, but still, if they don't work, they will just sit.
Yeah, basically.
That's not-
The best thing would be to have both, obviously, but
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, next one is also kind of controversial, I guess you could say. Money or health?
Oh. Um, I would say money, because if you have money, most of the health problems can be solved. I'm not telling all, but still, it will be way easier to do the curements and treatments than when you don't have money.
Yeah, I guess it also depends on the healthcare system, right? Because in America, if you get hurt really bad, of course they're going to take care of you, like provide you with the personal space, blah blah blah. But you will have to pay a lot of money for that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess again we need both.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Last.
the
Yep.
difference with that is that, uh, yeah, in America it's really hard, and you always need to have that insurance, and healthcare system is working really hard there. But for example, in Armenia, most of them will usually choose money because
Mm.
it's a bit different for us, and we always like, yeah, you have money, then you're good, you'll get your treatment and everything, even though you might not even have a health insurance.
Yeah. Okay. Last one. The best question is lake or sea?
Oh, oh, would say sea.
Yeah, of course. Of course, sea. Lakes are good though. I do like lakes as well, but yeah, sea is like, for example, for me, in my case, I used to live in Vilnius a few years back. I would really miss the sea, even though when I'm here, I almost never go. Yeah, but
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
part of
that's true. But when I do, it's like it, it like washes over me, even though I'm not swimming. You know, it washes over me, and I feel like a lot more concentrated and calmer after
yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
Is it more or less the same for you?
Yeah, it's more or less the same for me. But also, if we look from the practical perspective, it will be like when we go swim there, lakes are a bit more, I would say you'll be safer in the lake swimming than in the sea because there are lots of currents and
Yeah.
waves. Everything is working different in the sea.
Yeah, for swimming, I would choose lakes for sure. But sea has this spiritual healing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
generally, I guess sea is better,
yeah,
objectively speaking. But yeah, lakes are good too as well. Okay,
yeah.
that's thanks for the question, for the answers. That's- that was really nice.
Thank you
Um,
too.
yeah, thanks again, Marina, for joining me in this conversations. Thanks for the information and the insight. I think it's very important for foreign people living in Klaipėda to talk about all sorts of issues and how they're doing it and stuff like that for uh, for the local people to understand, and maybe they will become more accepting, and we will have less cases when a foreign person wants to enter somewhere and he can't because he's not from Lithuania. The less of this stuff happening, the better, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see that people are changing. I see that
Definitely, yeah.
I'm working on it, so it should be fine.
Yeah. So thanks, Marina, again. We will definitely give all the information about the event to the people. Thanks for joining me, and I guess I'll see you sometime.
Yep. Thank you too. It was really interesting, and see you somewhere in Klaipėda.